Hello, my loves, and welcome to another video in CREATRIX BIZ BUILDER. Today we are diving into YouTube, which if you've listened to the last two videos, you will know that YouTube is my favorite social media platform, my favorite platform to create content on. And I'm excited to share with you my YouTube process and how it can be really beneficial to your business and to building your brand. Okay, so why is YouTube my favorite? I love YouTube because it's the platform I use the most. I love the creators that I follow on YouTube. I love long form content. I get really inspired. YouTube is a great way to create long form content and it gives people the opportunity to get to know you better. That is why I love YouTube, because I feel like I can get a more in-depth look at people's lives that I really like to follow, or how to do something, tutorials. There's just many more ways to capture people's attention for a longer period of time. And if that wasn't enough, almost all of my clients have come from this platform. Obviously, the business that I have is a dance-based platform, so my dance tutorials are the reason that people sign up for my programs. So it really goes along with my concept. So that is something you have to think about, but honestly, for almost any type of creator, I feel like YouTube is very, very powerful. Sorry, you guys. I had my sweet little baby boy Aries want to join the chat. So he's going to be in my lap and we'll see how well he behaves. Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, this platform is just so incredibly beneficial. Even if you are selling a product, like showing how you make that product and things like that, it just gives your audience a deeper look into what it is that you're doing. And so that's why I love it. Topics for this video include the pros and cons of YouTube, how to film, edit, and upload a YouTube video, YouTube thumbnails, and sharing your video on multiple platforms. So the pros and cons of YouTube, there are many pros. It gives you more space for creativity and authenticity. It builds stronger connections with your audience. It's a great option for income if you're not using copyrighted music. When you use copyrighted music, you can't do ads on your videos, which ads and Google AdSense is a source of income. So the only videos that I have monetized are like my tapping videos, my meditation videos, and chat videos, but my dance videos with music, I can't monetize those. But if you're not using copyrighted music for dance tutorials or anything like that, it's a great option for additional income. And the cons are, it's a huge time commitment. I mean, truly, that is the biggest con. You are spending so much time editing, filming your videos, planning your videos, and it's slower growth. So you'll find more growth on a platform like Instagram or TikTok, whereas YouTube, you really have to be in it for the long game. But in my opinion, it's so worth it. So let's talk about the preparation process, because before you even film a YouTube video, there is a process that goes into it. So what I like to do, and we've talked about this with every other platform so far, is creating a video content idea list, having some sort of list that you can go off of different ideas that go along with your brand, that go along with your business. Having that to work from makes it so much easier than trying to decide on a topic every single week. And then you decide on the piece of content you are going to create. Pick a fabulous outfit, get yourself all ready, dressed up, however you want to do it. And then I write a script. First and foremost, if it's a tapping video or a meditation or anything like that, or if there's a chat video that I have certain checkpoints, I write a list of things I want to cover. In a dance tutorial, not so much. I just teach the dance. But in other types of content, or if you're doing a vlog, you want to plan out the different shots you need to have. Also, please charge your batteries before. You guys, I still forget to do this, and I regret it when I do this, when I forget to charge my batteries, to secure my memory card, to prep my camera settings. You want everything to go as smoothly as possible when you are going to be filming, versus like having to scramble right before you are going to film. Like, that is so stressful, and you want your nervous system in a relaxed state, which gets me to the next part of the preparation process: getting your energy right, meditating, tapping, breath work, cleansing your space, embodying the energy that you want to teach with, embodying the way that you need to show up in order to serve the best. And that is why you don't want to be stressed trying to figure out where your memory card is or charge your batteries like 5 minutes before you need to film. Just having a really calm energy when you press record on the camera, because whatever you are feeling is going to come through the camera. So a few filming setup and tips. You can either film on your phone or a professional camera. A mirrorless camera is preferred using a tripod, so that way you can see yourself on the little flip out screen. It's going to be really hard for you to film if you can't see what you look like in the frame as you're filming, making sure that you're staying in the frame, that the brightness isn't too high, things like that. You just want to be able to see yourself. Filming in front of a ring light or a window for lighting is also super important. So it will make your life so much easier if you have good lighting coming in the editing process. And also just like not having to set so many different settings on your camera and things like that. You want to make sure you have nice lighting. So I have a ring light right here. And then I also have a window right here filming. And it's not super bright because it's later in the afternoon, but lighting is everything. Also, having a good microphone for sound quality is important. Usually, the camera audio is not going to be that good unless you're using your iPhone. Then, of course, it's going to be decent. But I have linked my microphone that I use, my ring light, and everything for you at the end of the video. But using a good microphone is key as well. And then you want to set up the frame and double check that you are in focus. You guys, there's nothing more frustrating than filming a video of yourself and realizing it was out of focus the entire time and you have to refilm. It is so frustrating. And so record yourself in the frame for 10 seconds. Like I always pop in the frame, do a little move or something to make sure I'm in focus and see how the framing setup looks before I press record officially. And then when it comes to if you're doing a chat video or vlogging or teaching of any kind, speaking slowly and with clarity, and knowing and loving what you're talking about. It is all about exuding that confidence and being just like really clear in what you're talking about. And then I always end my videos with like, subscribe to my channel, and a call to action. So I will promote either Canva Dance, or I will promote a program or a course that I'm doing, or if I want them to hop on the email list or listen to the podcast, I will put that at the end of the YouTube video. Okay, so the editing process. I'm going to walk you through a very condensed version of my editing process in just a second, but I just want to walk you through all the different steps first. So the first thing that you will do is you will transfer your SD card footage from the SD card to your hard drive. That way you are not trying to put tons of video content on your computer. It will fill up very quickly. You want to get an external hard drive that you use. Anything works. I have the Lacy hard drive. This is what it looks like. Wouldn't necessarily recommend. It's not my favorite. I would just say do your research, find a hard drive that works for you. I've tried so many and I really haven't found one that I just like love yet. So just do your research. And then you take it into iMovie, which is what I use. I don't use anything fancy. iMovie is free if you have an Apple product. So I transfer it into iMovie, edit it there. You will add your intro and your outro, which we will talk about. You'll add your music and then save to your hard drive. That is the editing process. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you how to edit a video really quickly. That way you know the process from beginning to end. You can always refer back to this video if you need it. So what I will do first is I will open iMovie on my Mac and I will create new movie. And then whatever library you want to put it in, I put all of my YouTube videos in a specific library, but right now I have the CREATRIX library pulled up, so I will just put it in there. All right, and then this is where we will drag and drop our video. So you can either pull it from content that you've already imported, or I will just pull up my hard drive and I will pull the video in that I want to edit. We are just like pretend editing today. So I'm pulling my video in to iMovie. From here, I would come over to this little tab and I would expand it. You want to make sure that this little dial is expanded. That way it makes the editing process easier for you. Before I start editing my video at all, before I start splitting it, before I start doing anything, I want to edit the color. So what I do is I click on the video and I usually come up here to this little color palette and I will bring up the saturation a little bit to pop the colors. I add a tiny bit of warmth, and then here you can either take the brightness up or down if you like, and I usually like to take the shadows up a little bit and just play around with what you like, but that is what I like to do. So that looks really good to me. You can't add any presets or anything in iMovie like you can in other editing softwares, but I find the more natural, the better for YouTube. So I have my color. You can also come up here and shift the audio. Right now I've got it all the way down because if not, it will be super loud on your end. So right now you can either adjust it up, and you can see my audio at the bottom going up. See those little blue lines? That is your audio. So that's going to make it really easy for you in the editing process to see where it is that you're talking and where it is that you're not, and what you need to cut and all of those things. Okay, so I'm going to mute myself again. You can also crop here as well. You can also crop it if you need to. You can reduce background noise. You can do a lot of different things. You can put it on slow motion if you want. There are different tools like that. So what I like to do is I like to start my video where I start talking, of course. So I will click on it. I will right click, split clip. This is how you cut sections out. Then I will just delete that highlighted clip. That way the video starts where I start talking. Does that make sense? So you want to use this split tool all the way through your video. So let's say I say something stupid here and I want to start over. I would split my clip, click, split my clip again, and then cut out that section. And then you can either just allow these to play right on through, or you can add cross dissolve, which if you right click, add cross dissolve, then it will blend the clips together like that. So it just depends on how you want your audio to go. But for the most part, I just leave them as is. And then I will just do that through the entire video. This is the first step of your editing process, is just chopping out the pieces that you don't need. So let's say there's this teeny tiny piece that I want cropped out at the beginning of what I start saying. I will just pull my video in a little bit. So you just click on it and drag in or drag out. Yes, and if you want it to fade in, you just click on this little blue dot. You can fade your sound in or fade it out. So really, that is super simple. Click, right click, split clip. That is how you do it the entire video. So let's say I edit my entire video, I split my clip here, split clip, boom. This is a lot easier when you can see the audio, because then you know exactly where to drag in and out. So here, my audio starts there, so I will just drag to the edge and then play it back. You always want to play it back from there to there, from this transition to this transition. You want to listen and make sure it makes sense, and drag a little bit if you need to, or edit a little bit more, chop it up and split it as much as you need to make this section flow from this section. You don't want it to be choppy. So I always go back to like here and listen all the way through to here before I move on to the next piece. And then you just do that for the entire video. The next thing that I will do is add my intro and my outro. So I want to show you how I do this in Canva first. So I've made my intro and outro in Canva. So you will just type in YouTube intro. And then all of these beautiful templates will come up that you can plug into your video. So many different intros, videos that you can plug in your text, plug in your branding, so many different options for intros. I have my intro created, so I will just come to my documents. So I will grab the intro that I've created and just drag it into iMovie, just like that. Boom, intro plays, great, and then it flows into the video. I probably need to pull this in a little bit. Yeah, so it'll just flow right from your intro to your video. And your intro is super simple. You can really create whatever you want. You can just have your branding every time. You can title the name of your video. A lot of times I like to put, this one doesn't go with this video, but I like to put the name of the dance that we're dancing to or the topic that we're talking about. So there's your intro. And then you'll come all the way down to your outro. Here, I have my outro ready to go. which is this little cute outro. And the same thing on Canva. I just have YouTube outro. And then it has like different outros that you can use for your YouTube video. Thanks for watching. This is where you will like add a video for them to keep watching, little subscribe bubble, things like that. So this is mine, and I always put my theme music here, and I have this symbolizing the next video, and then please like and subscribe. So this is my little YouTube outro. From here, what you will do next is you will add in your music. So that's the last piece of this. So once everything's edited, then you will add in your music. Sometimes I have music over the entire video, and sometimes I just have my theme song, the podcast theme song that I use for YouTube videos as well. And I will just pull it into my intro, and I will clip it till about there. And then same thing, you edit music the same way that you would edit your video, splitting the clip and everything, and it just goes underneath your video. And then it would sound like this. And then it would just fade. How I do the fade is, again, I grab this little bubble and I just drag it in or out. Now, if I wanted to do music on the whole thing, I would come to Epidemic Sound. It is the best website that I found for royalty-free music. A lot of my lo-fi vibes come from Epidemic Sound. So what I will do is I will just type in lo-fi, and then all of these different sounds will come up. You'll just click download. And then I just pull it into my iMovie from the Finder. So I will pull it in here. And then what you want to do now, because you don't want this music super loud, is I will click on it, come up here to the volume tab, and take it down to like 7 or 8. That way it's very soft. This is a really bad sound for talking, but you want to make sure that it sounds natural for your video. And what you can do if you want it loud at the beginning, click on it, split the clip, and then just make that first piece louder. And then have it fade, so that way when it fades, it gets softer. So yeah, that's how the music will work. And then if you want it to play over your entire video, what you will do is you will just click it, Command C, which is copy, and then you will just paste it, 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 all the way to the end of your video. And then if it goes past it, you'll just click it again, split the clip, and delete. So there you have it. There is your edited YouTube video. I know this was a quick tutorial, but I just wanted you to get the gist. Really, all it is splitting and editing the clips, adding the color that you want to add, making sure the volume is good. So going up here, adjusting the volume as needed, adding your intro and your outro, and then music, and you are good to go. From there, you will just export your file. It's not done loading here, but you will export your file and you will save it to your hard drive before you upload it to YouTube. Now that we are done editing our video, let's talk about uploading our video to YouTube. So what we want to do, upload the video to YouTube. First and foremost, we want to add our title to the video. We want to add a description. This is information about the video, all the links to where to buy your products, your website, freebie to build an email list, which we will talk about in the next video. And then you add your monetization, your tags, your cards, outro links, upload. And then from there, you will share to all of the different platforms, okay? All right, let's upload a video together. Let's talk about uploading our video to YouTube. But before we do, there's something that I forgot to cover, and I want to cover it really quickly, and that is YouTube cover art and just your YouTube channel in general. So Of course, you want to make sure that you have a great profile picture that is either in your branding colors or that shows your face really well or shows a shape in some sort of way. Like mine, you can obviously tell I'm a dancer, I have a heel on, that kind of thing. So you want to use your profile picture, even though they are small, you do want to utilize that. Same with your channel art. So on my channel art, I have the name of my brand, my Instagram handle, Heels, Burlesque, Confidence, my logo. It's super simple and to the point, and it looks good on both mobile and on desktop, which you want to make sure that it looks good on both when you upload it, and it might take some adjusting, but you want to make sure it looks good on both. When it comes to your channel, I have this video. When you come to my YouTube channel, this is all about confidence, my Heels and Burlesque program. This is the first thing that people see because I want people to know about my program. So it is the first video that you see. And then if you scroll down, I have all of my other videos. You just click on videos. You'll see all of my videos there. And as you can see, all of my thumbnails are very much on brand, easy to read. Everything is very cohesive. It really goes together. And then I have different playlists. So you can create playlists in your channel, vlogs, tapping, meditation, testimonials, heels classes, burlesque classes. I have pretty much a playlist for every single type of video on my channel. That's just a little bit about the setup of my channel. Now let's go over to how to create your YouTube cover art because it's a very specific size. So you want to go to YouTube cover art. And again, it's going to give you all these different templates to use for your cover art. And I think something like this, where it's pretty small in the middle, works really well for both desktop and for mobile. If you do something that takes up the whole thing, it's very rare that it's going to look good on both. So you want to make sure that it's kind of smaller. Like this is kind of small. This one's kind of small too. So something that doesn't take up the whole rectangle, if that makes sense. Yeah, like something like that. That works really nice for your cover art. So playing around with that is something that you can do anytime. It doesn't have to be before you upload your first video or anything like that. It's just something you'll want to curate with your branding over time. Now, if we are going to upload a video, we're going to click this little video icon, upload video. This is going to take you into your Creator Studio. You're going to select the file that you want to upload. And I'm just going to pull something in that I've already used. So let's say we're going to talk about astrology and business. I'm going to give my video a title. When it comes to titles, research titles that relate to your video and see how many views they have. So let's say I wanted to put this video up about astrology and business. I would go to YouTube and I would type in astrology and business. And then I would see what the titles were. How to use astrology for your business, key astrological business energies. Let's see, how to start a spiritual business, astrology 101. So I would maybe title my video business astrology, and then maybe a subtitle, how to utilize your birth chart for business success. Perfect. Now, what I would do next is write my description. You want your description to tell the viewers what your video is about. So what I like to do is I go on my own channel and I copy and paste the captions that I've already written because my captions have a lot of links in them. So I want to make sure that I'm using the same links over and over again. So I will go into my YouTube studio, I will go to content, then I will go to edit. Then here I will just I will copy all of this, copy, and then I will paste it into my description. And the only thing that I will change is this top part, which says what the video is about. So business Astrology 101 will teach you XYZ. Or hello babes, something, something, something. Hope you enjoy this video. From here, I have enrollments for my program link. I have the info about my programs, courses, and then this is super important, which we're going to talk about, creating a freebie. This freebie link is the reason I have hundreds of people on my email list. Having something in your YouTube caption, a free offering that people can sign up for, get on your email list. That is how I found all of my clients, is because they signed up for this initially and then were on my email list. I promoted them products, etc. It's really helpful to have this. And then connect. So where can they find you? Podcast, Instagram, other platforms that you have. This is where you want to link all of that. And you can always go to my YouTube and look at how I do my captions and copy my format. I am totally fine with that. From here, this is where you upload your thumbnail. So let's talk about thumbnails, because thumbnails are super important. So again, YouTube thumbnail, say blog. So many different thumbnails. I've used this one before. You just click on it, insert your photos, change the title. It's super simple to make a thumbnail. Once you have them, and I'm going to kind of show you my thumbnails that I use. I have several different thumbnails I will rotate between the format. So the thumbnail styles that I like, what I will do, let's say I want to use this, same format, very simple. I will copy it, and then I will just upload a new photo. Boom. Click, take that sparkle off, and then change the name of the title. So let's say Business Astrology. Just want to make sure that your text is easy to read. So on this background, I would probably use like an orange. Sorry, babe. I don't know what's happening. I think where I had iMovie open and YouTube, it freaked out. So iMovie does take up a lot of like energy from your laptop. So if it's going in the background, it's really hard to do anything else. Okay. Business Astrology, I'd probably change that to white. Maybe? No. Black. Okay, boom. There we go. There, I've got my thumbnail. Obviously, this is not perfect. I spend a lot more time on these thumbnails than I probably should, but I just want you to get the gist. Okay, then I would just download that specific page. Page 8. Boom. Download. And then I would pull up my YouTube video that I was uploading. Upload thumbnail. I will go to my recents, upload my thumbnail, boom. Then I will put it in a specific playlist. So for this, it would be chats. And then I always put not made for kids. And then you want to click the show more button, because this is where you can add tags. Tags help people find your videos even if they don't search for something specifically in the title. So I always take up the 500 characters. So let's say business astrology, and then I will put astrology and business success, entrepreneur, soulpreneur, and I would just fill it up with different words and different phrases that go along with your video that you feel like, if I were looking for this video, what would I be putting in the search bar, essentially. So we have all of our tags. Let's say we filled up that 500. Now we go to monetization. This is where, if you want to make money from your YouTube videos, you want to make sure your monetization is on. So you want to go on, monetization, done. Then you want to, I like to have them before and after my video always, but sometimes if it's a chat video, I will put them during the video as well. Then you move on to add suitability. You always just want to click none of the above, submit rating. Then you will add your end screen. So that means that people can click directly onto another video or to your YouTube channel specifically. So what I would do is I would just go click towards the end of the video where my screen is going to be showing my outro that we put into our video. And then you'll just click whichever format that you want. So my like and subscribe is on the right side. So I always put this little photo of me on the right side, and then the video I want to use on the left side. You can choose the video that you want. Most recent upload, best for viewer, or if I'm promoting a program, I almost always choose the video about the program. So either Creatrix Energy or Confidence, I will put that video after. Then you can adjust where you want that to go. So let's say my outro was showing up here. I would bring it down a bit, and then it would play with my outro. And then you just click save. And then we add cards. Cards are another way to get people to click on your video or to click on a different video while they're watching a current video. So let's say I'm talking about heels and burlesque right here. I will click add card, and then I will link one of my heels and burlesque classes. Black Magic Woman, it will come up at the top of the screen and they can like save it to their watch later, things like that. Or I talk about tapping, I link my tapping playlist as a card, and then I save it. All right, so then what will happen is the checks is something that YouTube does on their end, talking about copyright, ad suitability, things like that. You don't have to do anything here. And then visibility, once you're ready to publish, a cool thing that you can do is you can schedule it, which is really nice. If you have a specific upload date, I always upload on Fridays. So you can schedule it to make it public, or you can just publish it as public. You want to make sure that your video has fully processed in HD before you upload it, or it will be blurry. So make sure that that is complete before you click upload. And that is the upload process. Here, I've just linked all of the products that I use, my mirrorless vlogging camera, my tripod, my ring light, my microphone, but always do your research and use what you have at first. Like, you don't have to invest all of this money in new products. Just use what you have, and then as your channel gets bigger, you can always work your way up to different products. All right, my love, so your homework for this video is, first of all, to plan 10 YouTube video concept ideas. So just brainstorm some ideas, some videos that you know you want to make. I want you to play around making thumbnails in Canva and finding your unique thumbnail style. I didn't put this on your homework, but I do want you to create your YouTube channel art, and I want you to pick a profile picture. Just set up your channel in general, make it look the way that you want it to, with your branding colors and everything. And then after that, you can start playing around with the thumbnails and finding your unique thumbnail style. And then the third piece of this is practicing filming and editing a video. And if it turns out decent, I want you to post it. If it doesn't turn out decent, at least you know what works and what doesn't. Like, it took me so many practice rounds before I actually posted a video. And it doesn't matter if the first few videos are shitty, like, just do your best. Oh my God, you guys, the first YouTube video I ever uploaded was so bad. The one that went viral, my Latin tutorial, is so bad. And so I want you to understand that this is a process, and some of your worst videos might do the best. And that is just how it goes sometimes. So really just play around. This is a fun, really creative process. Your creatrix energy is really going to come through in this process. So just allow it to be bad at first. It's okay if it's bad, and then it will get so much better over time. So I believe in you, babes. You've got this. I cannot wait to see what you create, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.